Good afternoon. We have a few issues today. The first one, and which comes as a very startling revelation, and which has come out in the public domain, which I have a copy of downloaded, but I'm sure all of you all will get to seeing, is this connection between the ISI, Pakistan's intelligence, the Hurriyat, and the Naxals. It has been suspected for a long time, but now this particular news item which has come out saying the mastermind of the stone pelters, Mazarat Alam, had circulated a pamphlet which was apparently written by a Naxalite saying how the ISI is slowly recruiting people with separatist sympathies in Jammu and Kashmir to enroll into the Naxal ranks. Naxals who are waging, as they claim, an anti-India war. So slowly but frighteningly, the facts are coming out on how there is a nexus between the ISI, the Pakistan's intelligence agency, through the separatists in Jammu Kashmir and linking them to get into the Naxal operatives, which brings in a kind of link and a frightening reality which I hope Government of India is going to take complete cognizance of. And this, of course, has come out of an internet-based news agency, but I'm sure many of you all would have already captured it. The BJP today voices its concern and the suspicions that we've been having, which we have voiced several times earlier, that there seems to be a nexus. And this news item also says that underworld don Dawood Ibrahim, has also been in some way brought into this picture in the recruitment of these separatist sympathizers to get into the Naxal ranks. So there is a dangerous and a completely threatening link which is emerging, about which the BJP voices its concern and demands that there be a greater intelligence alertness in tackling this growing and increasing threat to our country. This news item says that the pamphlet which has been circulated by groups in the name of Mazarat Alam, who is the brains behind the stone pelters, was indeed written by even a Naxalite. So the pamphlet itself was written. So it is not as if it is happening now. Probably it's been in existence for some time now. There should now be a greater sense of unity of purpose between the Congress and the Congress party and the government in tackling this problem, which is now not just a valley related problem, it is moving into the red corridor and threatening with the support of the ISI. It's no longer an issue on which the Congress party and the government can keep debating among themselves whether we should take development first or law and order next, or should we contain them first? No. It has reached such proportions that immediate unified action should be taken. The next issue which we would like to bring to your notice is this great debate which is going on in Gujarat about EVMs. The Congress party suddenly has started voicing its concern about EVMs being manipulated. It is very strange that suddenly, after being clean wiped out of Gujarat, not knowing how to blame their own party and its cadre and its leadership for their failure to reach out to the people, they are talking about blame the EVM, which is, of course, in a very light-hearted way, you can say, is a spoilt sports mindset, where when you lose, you want to blame somebody instead of having an introspection session. Clearly, nearly 30,500 EVMs, which were given by the Election Commission, manufactured by the Bharat Electronic Limited, were used in Gujarat, and some of which were deployed in Gandhinagar and Tapi municipality also. The reason why I am taking these two municipalities and district panchayats, you will know, because these are the two places where Congress managed to win. The so-called contentious EVMs which came, manufactured from Bharat Electronics, supplied by the Election Commission, were deployed there also, where the only unfortunate two places where Congress won. So if you are casting aspersions, you also won on it. So what is the whole argument about? But we do not want to deal with it in that line. 13,172, something in the order of 13,000 EVMs from this contentious lot were also used in the 2009 general elections. If at that time the results were okay for you with the same electronic voting machines, today those very electronic machines which showed that you didn't win, except for Gandhinagar and Tapi where you won, electronic voting machines have become unacceptable. I think the Congress party should now look at it in a far more positive mindset, look at their failings to reach out to the people of Gujarat, and look at it from the point of view of what best can be done to alter it from the party's point of view. The EVM debate, the EVM manipulative, EVM may be manipulated. All this debate is going on in the public domain for quite some time. There are issues. When the all-party delegation went and met the Election Commission, Bharatiya Janata Party has taken a clean, clear position where we said we feel it will be much better to have a paper trail. And if the paper trail is there, at least you can go back to check what has happened. I would suggest, and I in fact would draw the Congress party to maybe join this campaign to convince the Election Commission to have a paper trail so that you can at least go back and audit what you want to. So I call upon the Congress party to join the BJP in suggesting to the Election Commission that we may as well have a paper trail to establish the facts, rather than talk like sour grapes. The argument, the line that they say, I've lost, maybe it's not, my fault, it is more the electronic voting machine's fault. That may not be the spirit with which we have to work. We strongly suggest that the Congress party looks at an introspection and also look at the ways in which it can go back to the people of Gujarat with positive messages, work together to build Gujarat a stronger Gujarat, than find fault with machines. And the third, Hindi mein, aaj to, sure, I'll do it in Hindi. The third thing is on the Commonwealth Games. All of us were under the, of course, I have Shri Vijay Goyalji who will go into the details about the Gotala. All of us thought in the last 2 days there's nothing more coming, maybe it's all over. No. There are newer and newer revelations. We expect more skeletons will come out of the cupboard even as the days go by. But the first and the one revelation which I will just point out and leave it to Shri Vijay Goyal to talk about the rest in detail is you have the CEO of Prasar Bharati, Shri Lali. Am I pronouncing his name right? Now saying in ever so many words that the payment, although only 60%, made to SIS Live for broadcasting live rights was done with the INB ministry's permission. And he has specifically taken the name of Srimati Ambika Soni. So, it just now is getting wider. The entire scope of the scams, the extent of the scam, the involvement of people in the scam is getting wider by the day. The president of Bharatiya Janata Party clearly wanted a joint parliamentary committee to go into this whole matter. Only because it is now very clear that there are too many ministries, governments involved. Delhi government, central government, sports ministry, and now the INB ministry. So, Ministry of Urban Development, which we knew earlier, all of them are getting into the picture one by one. I leave it, of course, to Shri Vijay ji to speak in detail because he has got more information. But definitely, if there are more questions, you can always ask me once.